And now for our 2020 awards. We have one mileage jersey winner, and that is Penny DeTorres, who has earned her 25,000 mile jersey. Congratulations, Penny. I know I've rode many of those miles with you and enjoyed every one of them. You know, we couldn't be where we all wanted to be to get together to show you in front of everybody receiving your 25,000 mile jersey that you've worked very hard for. So we're making a video of it so that everybody can see you receiving your jersey. Okay. And it's my pleasure to give you your jersey, and it was my pleasure to ride many of these miles with you. It's been a good time. Here you go. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And congratulations.
Yeah. Our best new rider is Clint Phillips. Clint started out with the New Rider Clinic this year. Soon after he graduated, he was doing 60-mile rides with us, and before the end of the year, he completed the Boston Mumfordville Boston Century, Classic Mad Dog Century. So, way to jump in, Clint. Way to get after it. You won an award.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you did.
What did I win an award for?
So we usually give these away at a banquet. We usually have a banquet every year. You wouldn't know this because you're new to the club.
Right.
And so we had this big deal where we bring people up to the front and embarrass them. And
that's why you're filming me.
So that's exactly why we're filming you. So this year we got together and we talked about it, and we thought that you should win the award for the best new rider.
Oh, well, thank you.
So we brought you. This is your award.
Well, thank you.
Good job.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our most improved rider this year. This one just gives me a lot of pleasure because we've not only got to watch this guy improve on his skills and his riding ability, but just to grow up into a fine young man, and that is Will Preston. Congratulations, Will. You know, every year at the banquet we come up with some different awards and so forth. Bike Club, and by golly, you won an award this year, so we want to give it to you.
Okay, thank you.
For this year, 2020, you have won the most improved rider.
Thank you.
And we thought if anybody deserves this, it was you. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
The mask, can you get a picture?
New ride captains that have already earned their red ride captain jersey through the year are John Pellegrino, Tom Askew, Julie Morgeson, and Cara Kraus. Thanks so much for your service. We appreciate you taking on this role. We decided to make a few new categories for awards this year because we really wanted to celebrate the ride captain. I mean, after all, it's the ride captain that makes this club this club. One person can't do it. It takes a whole group to put on 533 rides in half a year. It takes a whole bunch of people. This first group of people that I want to recognize, we've got listed as the most consistent, but they could really be called the most taken for granted. And that is a good thing for us because this group of people puts on rides that we just know are going to be there. We can just take these rides for granted. They're going to be on there. One of those rides is the State Street Ride, and on Saturday morning. You know it's going to be there. You don't even have to worry about it. The reason it's going to be on there is because Laura Trachtenberg, Glenn Todd, and Steve Sarson are going to make sure that it's on there, and they're very consistent with it. The next one goes to Andy Murphy. Thursday morning, 10 o'clock, yellow lot, 10 years running. Andy Murphy's been standing there. We really appreciate his efforts. Percy Black and George Cooper get together and put on 2 rides every week. One of them is on the Levee Trail on Sunday morning. The other one is at the Douglas Park Monday morning, 9:45. You can take it for granted. It's on there. And the last in this group is Jeff Carpenter, who's been putting on a ride every Wednesday night out at Middletown Cycling at 6:30, consistently putting that ride on. So this is a group that really does it for us. Takes the guesswork out for us. We know that ride is going to be on there, and you guys are not taken for granted. And we want to make sure that you know that. Thanks for your service, and thanks for your dedication to the club. This award that you're winning is for the one of the most consistent ride captains.
Oh God.
So we got a group of people that that consistently put on a lot of rides. You do a ride that that it's just always on the schedule, and nobody has to think about it. And really, we almost don't have to check the schedule, although everyone should always check the schedule. But we really don't have to even think about it, because we know that between you and Glenn and Lisa and Steve Sarson, you're going to get this ride on. So
I'm getting mugged.
We made a new mug. Okay, this was made by Alex Adams on 4th Street. And that's your name on there. Ride captain every year. We appreciate everything you do.
Thank you.
Laura. We don't mean to take you guys for granted, and we don't want you to think that we take you for granted. We're here because we came up with a new award this year for most consistent ride captains.
Wow.
And so we thought, who's been more consistent than Glenn and Steve and Laura with putting this ride on, State Street ride.
Yeah.
So we brought back the mugs.
That is wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we updated them a little bit. We got a new
Yeah.
artist here. It's still a local artist here
Yeah.
in town
Yeah.
that did it, but updated it a little bit.
Thank
and,
you.
Thank you, Glenn. You got an award. For what? Well, I'll tell you what. For State Street Ride, which is you're part of that group. You, Laura, and Glenn, and Lisa always make sure that ride is on. And we wanted to recognize you for that. That's an important thing, for the club. I mean, people depend on it, and whether you know it or not, people really appreciate what you do.
yeah.
So you're getting mugged again. You've probably been mugged a time or two before.
I haven't got a new coffee mug.
No.
But we updated the mug. It's still made locally, but a new one. So Steve Sarson,
Thank you,
ride
sir.
captain. Yes, sir.
Appreciate that.
Perfect.
Oh, I guess.
I'm gonna mug you guys. You guys consistently put on rides every week, weekend, week out. Sunday, Levy Trail, George, Percy, y'all gonna be there. Monday morning, Douglas Hills. Yep. It's there. We don't even have to think about it. Andy Murphy's been standing down here at the Yellow Lot for 10 years going, and it's an awesome thing. So, first of all, thank you, sir. Receives a mug. George Cooper receives a mug. Right. Andy Murphy.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you guys.
That is Andy Candy.
The club really appreciates what you guys do, and heck, I don't know where we'd be without you guys and these rides that are just there. So thank you very much for your effort. It's very, very much appreciated. So
We appreciate it.
we have
appreciate
an
what
award
you
for
do.
you.
Yeah, it's perfect.
A coffee. Hey,
there you go.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
We appreciate
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's,
Thank you very much.
This is another new award for the year, Best New Ride. That's going to go to John Fong, who put together a ride called the Four Villes. They went through Fisherville, Finchville, Simpsonville, and Shelbyville. It was a great 60-mile ride. It was a lot of fun. Did it on a Saturday morning. John did a great job captaining it. Way to go, John. Congratulations. We came up with an award for Best New Ride.
Best new ride.
Best New Ride. And you won that for the Four Villes.
The Four Wheels?
The Four Villes, yeah. We all had fun on it.
We had fun.
You did a great job being a ride captain.
Oh, thank you.
You did everything
Thank
you
you.
were supposed to do. You
Thank
made
you.
your speech. You swept it up. New Ride Captain of the Year. Tom Askew started leading rides for us this year. He put 14 of them on. He filled a spot that we needed filled on Tuesday nights. He started a new ride. He did a great job. He did everything a ride captain is supposed to do. He put the ride on Ride with GPS. He brought cue sheets. He made a speech at the beginning of the ride. He swept the ride. I'm going to say everything that he was supposed to do, and it was a good ride. He did that ride for a little while, and then our vice president of touring called him up and asked him if he would mind changing the location of the ride. That's a big ask, but he was glad to do it. He moved it over to Belltown Road, and the ride immediately at least tripled, maybe quadrupled in the amount of members that were able to get onto that ride. And he did a great job. Made sure that there were cool beverages in the back of his truck for after the ride. And boy, you just did an outstanding job, Tom. Thanks a lot, and congratulations. So we got you an award.
Oh, no.
It says Tom Askew, new Ride Captain of the Year for 2020. Congratulations, Tom, and thank you so much. We really appreciate what you did for us. You really stepped up and helped out the club.
Well, I enjoyed it too. I mean,
Ride Captain of the Year. Well, we got 3 this year. Why not? This year was unprecedented, right? So let's have 3 Ride Captains of the Year because they deserved it. We had 2. Well, the first award is actually a couple. It's Margaret and Larry Preble, and they between the 2 of them, I think they ride captained like 88 times. They put on 67 rides, and they kind of invented a new ride, and which is really a picture for anybody that's thinking about being a ride captain and wants to have a successful ride. They really kind of drew us a picture. They started this ride as their little date and started putting it on the schedule on Sunday morning from St. Matthew's Baptist Church. And it's a great little ride, kind of laid back, mellow ride, wonderful ride to use as a recovery ride. And not only that, but they figured out a way that they could mix a brunch date in the middle of the ride. So started out with just the 2 of them. It grew to eventually having 30 plus riders on the ride. Did a great job, and like I say, that's not the only ride that they've put on. 67 rides total. So great job, Margaret and Larry. And then Mike Crawford. 2 years ago, he decided that he would take upon himself the task of bringing the 50 to 60 mile Saturday rides and putting them back on the schedule. We've heard lament for many, many years from people that say, what happened to all the 50 and 60 mile rides? They're just not there anymore. Well, Mike decided he was going to do it. He called a meeting of some ride captains and went out and had pizza with them and said, look, this is what I'm going to do. If you all will join me, that'll be great. If you don't join me, I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to just make sure that the LBC has 50 to 60 miles rides on the weekends. And he did it. Like I say, he started 2 years ago. He did it all last year. And then he continued that this year. He ended up putting 19 rides on. And almost all of those, probably all of them, were 50 to 60 miles in length. Did a great job, brought a lot of excitement back to the club. And, congratulations, Mike. We appreciate your efforts. You have ride captain 93 times. You've been a ride captain 67 times. You've been a ride captain 26 times. So all kinds of consistency. You put on all kinds of rides for the club. Not only that, but you invented this cool new ride. And really, you gave us a picture of how to get a successful ride started. You guys started this out as your little date for yourself, and then you put it on the schedule.
It's still our date.
I know. And then you put it on the schedule, and it kind of grew. So from 2 people, last time I was on it, I think there was over 30. So it's been a really successful ride. You've done an awesome job, and the club really appreciates it.
Oh, well, you're very
So
kind.
we want to present you with, we're mugging you this morning.
Oh, boy.
We got some,
Thank
we
you.
got some new mugs made, one for each got your name on it for the year. The reason that we're giving you Ride Captain of the Year is for all the work that you've done over the past 2 years to put on your shoulders and bring back the LBC 50 to 60 mile rides. It's gone over great. It's been really popular. They were gone, and because of you, they're back, and we very much appreciate it. So we're gonna mug you.
Looks notwithstanding.
You have to ride with that.
We actually get 3 Ride Captains of the Year this year because, hey, this is an unprecedented year, right? So you also share the award with Murray and Margaret Preble, and it's for completely different reasons. You guys just did 2 completely different things, but both of them were awesome. So thank you. I want to also recognize our statistician this year, Phil Samuel. He stepped up at the beginning of last year when he realized that there was a vacancy in the statistician area, and if somebody didn't step up and take that job, then it wouldn't get done, and nobody would be able to look and see what their mileage was and have it added to their lifetime totals. And so thank you, Phil. Thank you for stepping up. Phil, you stepped up and saved the day for us this year to be our statistician. And we're so appreciative of that. If you hadn't done it, it would have just gone away.
Right, maybe we probably wouldn't have had it. Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't have our, the yellow jersey competition, but other than that, I mean, that's just a part of it. Everybody loves to look on there and see what their mileage is. And you did a great job. I mean, you kept it up all the time and everything. We're so proud of you. So we wanted to give you a little gift.
Okay, I will take off my mask for this.
Okay, congratulations, Phil, and thank you so much for the job you've done for us. We really appreciate it. And then our clothing director for 2020 was Michael Reagan. And when all the aforementioned jerseys were shipped, they were shipped to Michael Reagan's house. And so his living room was filled up with jerseys, and he made sure that they all got delivered, whether he had to deliver them or whether you had to come out to his house and get them or whether he met you at a ride. He got that job done. Of it. So,
wow.
Michael, you got one too?
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, that's very nice.
Has your name on there?
It does have my name on there.
Name on
2020, so
It's
we
got-
will always remember
You'll always know.
2020, won't we?
Got the new logo on there that you've
Oh, yeah.
seen a whole
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of.
that's
after
beautiful.
distributing
Thank you
all
very
those
much.
jerseys.
Thank you for doing that, Michael.
No problem. I enjoyed it. The beautiful jerseys, by the way. You guys did a great job picking those out.
We really thank him for that. One more award that we have for the evening is our Volunteer of the Year. And our Volunteer of the Year could have been in a lot of different categories. She could have definitely been the Ride Captain of the Year because she puts on great rides consistently. She could have been in the consistent Ride Captains. I'll tell you, if you need somebody to be on a committee, she's there. She does anything that needs to be done, and that is Barbara Martin. And she's been doing it for the club for years. And Barbara, this club would just not be the same without you. Thank you very much, and congratulations. This is our award that we're giving out this year, and it's hand thrown cup made by a local artist, Alex Adams, right down on 4th Street in Louisville. And Diane, we wanted to include you in this because you've been a wonderful treasurer for the last 4 years. You've helped me immeasurably, and I would have never taken this position if you hadn't agreed to stay on and help me. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeff.
Okay.